Hi, hope you're doing well. I'm Houston, and we're back with another video. Oh yeah, a little vitamin R. Hey, if you're from Washington, you know what it's about. We're probably going to talk about being disciplined and having better temperament and having self-control. And I'm going to drink this beer while I do it, so cheers. That's good. If I'm drinking piss beer, I'm drinking Rainier. But it's really not that bad, I gotta say. Been drinking it since I was like 21. Okay, here we are. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. This is my first time ever attempting to record a console game, so we're definitely going to see how this goes. I have an Elgato HD60, maybe the HD60S. I don't know. This thing came out in like 1972, so yeah. I do want to preface this by saying that I'm not going to be doing like any story related stuff. I'm literally just going to run around and talk like I always do. I know I always say that in the videos, but when it comes to story games like I did with Jedi Survivor, especially with this game, which highly anticipated and a lot of people are playing it, it's like, dude, I don't want to be that guy that spoils anything for anyone. So I'm going to be finding weapons, finding items, maybe talking about some of the cool clothes because drip is everything. Other than that, not going to be doing any story missions. And yeah, I just gave this dude like 900 Korok seeds because I couldn't find him. And oh my god, I have so many inventory slots now. I love it. Again, I'm just doing like normal exploration stuff. So here I'm going to the depths, which is basically like the biblical version of hell, but in Zelda. There's a lot going on down here. It's very scary. I'm a grown man. I'm almost 30 years old, and I run around this place with my tail tucked between my legs. It's awesome. Great experience. Like right off the bat, this game is just a marvel. I don't understand how it was made. Some of the abilities that you have, especially this one, ascend, and you can ascend, like I can ascend all the way from here. So like I'm in the depths, I'm underground basically. It's like the underground in Elden Ring if you played that. I can be under here and ascend all the way through the ground onto the surface. I won't zoom out here because I don't know. Again, I don't want to spoil really anything for anybody that doesn't want anything to get spoiled. Like what really made me think, oh, this is next level, isn't just the fact that you can clip through geometry just whenever you want, really. It's the fact that right here, if I go boom, ascend, and I can just like swim through the geometry. Hello, here I am. But here's the thing that got to me. If I put a box or if I put anything, like, because you can grab stuff like in Breath of the Wild. I don't know if you played Breath of the Wild. I didn't even beat it, but I'm still playing this game. You can grab objects and like place them. So if I placed an object right here, and then if I tried to ascend through it, the game would register that object that I placed on top of this mushroom, and I would go through the other object as well. And I know that like seems like, oh yeah, no, duh, man. I mean, like they're connected because you set them on one on top of the other. That's insane. Again, technically, I have no idea how that's done. I mean, I'm not a game dev. I don't know how any of this shit's done, but I definitely don't know how that's done. You know, there were a number of people that complained about, oh dude, it's not a brand new map. Like, what the hell, man? You know, I think the beauty of this game is the fact that there isn't a new map, and they were able to spend all that time they would originally spend making a new map, and instead they made like the ability that you can literally clip through the ceiling, or oh no I need like a decent, okay, that's scary. They always freeze you. The fact that you can literally like grab any object and paste it to another object, and like you can just engineer things in this game. I think that if you're on any sort of gaming Twitter, you have probably seen those videos of people just making like B2 bombers, robots that fight for them, and insane cars. Like there's one of somebody like they have like a mech. I love breaking boxes and finding one single arrow. I'm kind of sad I can't find a way inside this thing. I really thought I could. You know, it's probably a puzzle to get in here, and there's nothing quite like a Zelda game with a puzzle to make you feel very stupid. So yeah, loving it, loving every minute of it. I'm going back above ground. It's scary down here. Let's go to here because I want to head to the west. No, the east. I know my directions. So my current quote or saying or just mantra really that I'm obsessed with is how you do anything is how you do everything. And I think that also transfers to how you live today is how you live your life. I made that second part up. I don't know if it's from anything, but kind of derivative of Marcus Aurelius. It's funny how I've been consuming Stoic content for the past like 4 or 5 years. And just this year, I decided to fully dive into like meditations, and I picked up Daily Stoic and really going through and reading and annotating as much as I can and trying to understand it. And I should play the game while I'm talking. It's really hard though. Oh, I was going to say that quote. It's a squirrel brain. Let me like put a pin in what I was going to say about philosophy and reading and all that. And this thing from Meditations is from book 8 and it's 22A. Well, it's 22 and 22A. It's stick to what's in front of you, idea, action, utterance. It's like, you know, focusing on whatever you're going to do, like do it, because what you do in that moment is the thing that builds up to greater moments. It's the thing that builds up into greater purpose. And a goal is important, but what really matters is right now. So you use a goal as direction, and I'm sort of spitballing here. That's kind of how I interpret it. And then this is like one of my favorite quotes. It's 22A. It's right after that. And he says, you could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. Come on, dude. Come on. You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. All right, let's torture this Korok. You ready to be witness to an insane feat of engineering? And we're going to take this. So what I think is the best option here is to go like this. I definitely want to keep that longer ramp, but I think for the vertical piece, I'm going to do this smaller one like that. Okay. See, that should be a little bit better. It's not as like extreme. I know extreme is pretty sick. It's wicked all the time and all that, but I think this is probably the better option. That seems much more sane. This is it. Once I figure out this road, we're doing it. We're doing it. I don't care. Okay, you should be face your fears. Maybe he can like upset the balance. No. All right. Well, worth a try. Have fun. Okay. I think he's going a little far. Wait. Saved? All right. I mean, I think that was a success. Here you go. There's your friend right there. Now give me your seeds. This is why I'm taking a job at SpaceX soon. Lead engineer. Never went to school, but I played Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. Yeah, you have like these little building areas that are just everywhere. It's amazing. I'm tired of attacking all these little goblin type things. Hoblins, boblins, wobblins, horriblins. Yeah, I'd always wanted to make a Gundam in Zelda. So back to what I was saying about like reading and philosophy. You can consume this stuff, but once you start to like really apply it like day to day and like that's all you're thinking about, I feel like your brain is just changing. Dude, I'll be talking to my girlfriend and maybe this is annoying. I don't know, but it's just kind of who I'm becoming. You know, things will be said and we'll be talking and then like quotes from Stoics or quotes from philosophers will just pop into my head they're so just poignant. I mean, they align with the situation perfectly, whether it be a difficult situation or a positive one. It's like, wow, this stuff is like making it like a real effect on the way that I think about the world. And that's kind of what I was getting at. Like that has to be the power of studying these things, because whenever something inconvenient, especially, is happening, you're like, oh, okay, well, actually, here's like a different way to approach this rather than the way that I would normally approach it. Like the way that I'm habitualized to approach it. And I think that really goes back to what I was saying about how you do anything is how you do everything, because you really are just a sum of your habits. What is that quote here again? You don't rise to the level of your expectations, you fall to the level of your systems. Okay, so I had to look it up. The ancient philosophy version was said by Archilochus or Archilochus. It's probably the former, but it's, we do not rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. We do not rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our systems, because that's all life is. It's just systems, right? And figuring out how to have good systems. And if one of those systems can be responding to situations better because you're more temperate. It's funny how like philosophy, I mean, growing up, this is what I always thought too. Philosophy was always this thing that was like, oh, you have to like think about stuff in a classroom a lot, or you have to debate things, or but really true philosophy is like the way that you live, right? Have I been to this stable? I haven't. New stable drip. I don't know like what part of the internet has broken my brain like this, or like what kind of memes have done this, but when I find something new and I'm like, oh, new X drip, what does that even mean? Oh, new stable drip, what does that even mean? It doesn't mean anything. It just makes me sound like a moron. The final part of this video, the climax. Let's see how dumb I can make myself look. Oh, I got this easy. Check this out. Check this out. See how insane I am? Look at that. First try. Okay, now I think that I'm over here. I can let this fall down, and then I'm pretty sure a new one will drop down. And I can pull it towards me, jump on it, then reverse it. Yep. Here it comes. Boom. Check it. What? No. Okay, I thought it was gonna smash me. Now what? What does this do? And then I grab this. I put it on here, and then I take it off. Okay, maybe. Well, no, actually, this should work. Even though I just did like a weird roundabout way. Should be able to go like this and reverse it. And you can see the path that it takes. So it's going to be like, whee! Boink. So fun. And I almost didn't make it. That was an easy shrine. They say that's one of the hardest ones in the game. No, nobody said that. There's so many good games coming out. It's hard, like when you're working a lot, to make time for all of them. I mean, I kind of want to play Final Fantasy 16 when it comes out as well. And then Pinocchio Souls is coming out. Armored Core. Lords of the Fallen looks pretty cool, especially like the lore of that game and the environments. It seems like one of the best Souls-like duplicates, at least based off the environments it does, and the voice acting is really good in it as well. Combat looks smooth too, so a lot of great things to look forward to, not just in the video game world but also in life. So yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for listening to me ramble about some nonsense, philosophy, life. I know I tend to repeat myself a lot, but I think that's just because I really care about those things. And if I can maybe instill some little bit of knowledge, or maybe make somebody think a little bit harder about a certain difficult area in their life just for like a moment, then I think that I would be satisfied. Like that would mean the world to me. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well out there in the world, and I'll see you on the next one.